guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to film the first trimester review or the first trimester recap video for you guys. So I didn't know I was pregnant for the first month pretty much. And I didn't get too many symptoms that first month. I was kind of nauseous, not too much at work. I just thought I was always sick. But it was like after I found out I was pregnant, I was nauseous all the time and I was always sick. So the first trimester is, let me double check. The first trimester is the first 12 weeks. So I was sick up until week 20. So pretty much my first trimester was horrible. I was sick all the time. I was always throwing up. I was in and out of the ER for dehydration, getting IVs with headaches. Like, it was horrible. I was just always sick. I couldn't even keep my water down. I lost a lot of weight. So my pre-pregnancy weight was 145, like I said in my pregnancy update video, and pretty much by the end of my trimester I was at like 118. I was just, like I said, I was always sick, and they had me taking even like Zofran and stuff, but a lot of the times it just didn't help. I was just either throwing up or I just did not feel good the whole day. I felt like I was going to throw up. Anything that I did eat, though, I would pretty much throw up, so I really didn't eat. And my family would always tell me, you need to eat, but I really wouldn't eat, or I'd eat just very little bits. The first trimester I was also getting my HCG levels checked every week to make sure that my levels were still rising and that nothing was going on with the baby. At first they weren't rising as fast as they wanted them to, but then one day they just bumped up and they were rising as needed to be. At 12 weeks, I did get the blood test done for the gender. I got the blood test done to see the gender and also to make sure he didn't have Down syndrome or anything else like that. And everything came back negative, and it came back that he was a boy. So when we did that blood test, I had the nurse call Omar's brother's fiance. So my concuña, I had the nurse call my concuña and tell her the gender of the baby, and she kept that secret for about 2 weeks before, because they called her, and 2 weeks later we did the gender reveal. So she kept that secret good because none of us knew. She hid it pretty well, and a lot of people tried to get it out of her, and she didn't give up the secret, so thanks, Susie. But yeah, my first trimester was just, it was hard. I didn't gain very much weight. It was just, I was always sick. Let me see if I have pictures of my first trimester. So here, I was barely pregnant in this picture. I was barely pregnant, and as you can see, I did notice I was getting a little bit of I was gaining some weight, like getting a little chubby, but I didn't think anything of it, that I was just getting fat. So I have that picture. That's really the only picture I have from my first trimester, because like I said, I just was not feeling good at all. I was working, so I was eating a lot of Preggy Pops at work, trying to just get through the day. But once I found out I was pregnant and I told my managers, they were very lenient with me, and if I didn't feel good, they'd let me just sit in the back and kind of relax. If I needed to go home, they would let me go home. They were really, really considerate about it. which was very helpful because it was just really hard not feeling good. I would want to cry a lot because I just didn't feel good. I didn't want to go anywhere, and I just didn't want to eat anything, and I would just sleep a lot because I didn't feel good. I was getting, like I said, a lot of IVs at the hospital, just getting my fluids and everything to keep myself dehydrated because I'd get so dehydrated I would get headaches and I would get migraines. Like, they were just really bad and I just couldn't handle it. What else was going on during my first trimester? So my first trimester was pretty much until like the first week of February. The last week of January was my first trimester. So I was in my first trimester on my birthday, and that I was still feeling sick, so I didn't really do anything for my birthday. New Year's, we spent it with Omar's family, and I like just didn't get ready because I still didn't feel that great. I remember Thanksgiving, I felt okay that day. I was able to eat. Christmas, I was able to eat, but I had to make sure I was taking my nausea medication so that I wouldn't throw up. So I did deal with those three during my first trimester. Those like holidays, I dealt with them during my first trimester. During the first trimester though, he was very helpful when I felt sick, and so was my family, and we hadn't moved in together yet, so I'd either stay at my mom's house or I'd stay with him at his parents' house. And I mean, they just knew I was always feeling sick. Like, I remember one day Omar's parents were actually out of town. I think they were in Denver. And we ate Subway and I threw it up. Like, no, I didn't even get to eat it. Just the smell of it made me throw up. And I was just throwing up and I was crying, and I ended up peeing myself while I threw up. So then I was super embarrassed and I was just crying more, and I was just like, told Omar to start the shower because I needed a shower. There was times that I just felt so nauseous and I would go brush my teeth, and that would just trigger it. Like, I would gag while brushing my teeth and I would just throw up in the sink. Like, I couldn't even make it to the toilet. There was times that I was just laying there fine, and then I had to run to the bathroom because I just didn't feel good. So my first trimester was very hard. It was very different than I thought it was going to be. I always expected a glowy, happy pregnancy like I see all these girls on social media, and that is not what I got at all. I got a really hard pregnancy, and the first and second trimester were probably the hardest, but the first one was just always being sick. That's all I can really remember from the first trimester, just always being sick. And then since I was losing weight, I still fit into all my clothes. My belly just looked chubby, so I was just wearing my normal clothes. I cried a lot because I was scared. So the very first trimester, I was just scared that I was going to lose my baby. It was like such a relief when I finally got through the first trimester, because I was just worried, what if I lose this baby? What if this is going to be the second baby that I lose? And I was just worried just that I was going to have to go through all those emotions again, and it's not something anybody wants to deal with, and I would never wish that upon anybody because it's just hard. And I know when we lost the baby, I went into a depression, so I didn't want to go through that again. And luckily we didn't have to. We made it through the first trimester. We were able to make it through safely. Baby was fine. I was fine. Besides throwing up, Omar did also get some of those symptoms. So I know at work he would throw up sometimes, or he'd get very nauseous and wake up like if he was hungover throwing up. So he did get some of the symptoms in the first trimester. But he didn't get them like I did, which Part of me wishes he did so he could see how I was feeling, but he didn't. I remember he'd always get like frustrated because I wouldn't feel good, and then I wouldn't want to go to the hospital until it was like 11 at night or 3 in the morning, and I'd be like, I need to go to the hospital, I don't feel good. And that's when we would go to the hospital. But yeah, the first time it was just hard. It wasn't what I expected. Pregnancy hit me like a slap in the face. Like, you wanted a baby, you wanted to be all glowy, here you go, boom. Like, that's not what I got at all. It was just like, it was just hard. And working made it hard too, and being at school was hard because just certain smells and stuff where I wouldn't feel good, so I couldn't go to school. Like, I had biology lab, so a lot of the smells in that class, or when there was dissection, I just wanted to throw up because it was just so nasty to me. And I remember we'd do dissections and I would tell my teacher assistant, I'm gonna throw up, this stinks so bad, like I can't handle it, I'm just gonna puke. And then later on when I told her I was pregnant, she was like, that makes sense, like now we see why you didn't feel good every time we did dissections and stuff. So yeah, I was very sensitive my first trimester. Hormone wise, I don't remember a lot changing. I think I just got really like crybaby. Like, I just wanted to cry over everything, and I got so hurt over everything. I think that's the only thing that changed for me hormone wise at that point. I'd get really irritated though. My first trimester, I would get really irritated with my uncle. I couldn't, like, he'd walk into the room and I would just be like, I couldn't stand him, and I didn't know why. I couldn't. He'd be around and I would get so irritated. I was so rude to him and mean, and I feel bad now, but it was just, I don't know, and I was living with him at the time, so I was just like, oh, get away from me. But hormone wise, that's all that really changed. I didn't have too many changes. I think I was just so focused on not feeling great and being nauseous and everything that's all I felt in the first trimesters. I just felt horrible. I just felt sick all the time. I didn't really have good days. Yeah, that's really all I can remember from my first trimester, so I know that's not much to share with you guys, and it's gonna be kind of a short video, but that is like literally all that I can think of from my first trimester, is just being sick. Just being sick all the time, telling the doctor I didn't feel good, and getting put on medicine for nausea, and being in the hospital for IVs and stuff. That was my first trimester. That was it. It was just throw up, take medicine, go to the ER. Throw up, take medicine, go to the ER. Lay down, trying to feel good, throw up when I brush my teeth. Like, that was it. So I didn't think it was normal at first. I was just like, nobody should be throwing up this much. Nobody should be this sick. But I mean, I guess it does happen to people. I just had like severe pregnancy nausea. I know, if you guys watch Leslie from Let's Do Makeup, she is sick a lot, and I was a lot like her my first trimester, kind of how she is, like always feeling nauseous and things make you throw up, like, and you would just throw up everything, like all your food, you would throw it up. That's how I was. So I feel your pain, Leslie. That was me. But hopefully she's like me, and when she hits 20 weeks, or hopefully earlier, it just goes away, because that's how I was. I was sick up till 20 weeks, and then I turned 20 weeks and it just stopped. So yeah, that's the recap of my first trimester. Sorry it's not too much to share with you guys, but it's really all I remember is just being sick. So if you're in your first trimester and you're just sick all the time, it's normal, and hopefully it'll go away. Just get some Zofran from your doctor and get some Preggy Pops, because I will let me tell you that those help a lot. Ice chips too. And this whole pregnancy, ice chips have been my best friend. So yeah guys, that was my first trimester recap for you guys. Sorry it's not too long of a video. It's kind of a short video, but go ahead and comment down below if you can relate to anything with me, or if you're pregnant or dealt with that during your pregnancy. Remember to go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. Go ahead and subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Turn your post notifications on so you get notified when I post a new video. And go ahead and share this video. And let's see how many likes we can get on it. And thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for the love and the support. And I plan to share more with you guys on my pregnancy now that I'm feeling better and baby's almost here. I am 38 weeks now, so he should be here any day. Fingers crossed. We're just waiting for him. So I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!